Hello, everyone. My greetings to each one of you. This is the third session on basic economic problem. In the previous session, you have understood about human wants. I'm Poonam Vohra from Economics Learning Center. This session focuses on resources. What exactly do we mean by resources? What kind of resources are there? A resource is a source or a supply from which a benefit is produced and that has a utility. This session focuses on the natural resources that are available to the society and how society makes use of them. It is known to all of us that the resources are either renewable or non-renewable. But the question is whether resources are available in abundance or there is a scarcity. Can these resources be increased over a period of time? Some of these aspects will be discussed in this session. So let us begin. All these resources are categorized into three broad categories. 1. Natural resources. 2. Human resources. 3. Man-made resources. Focusing on natural resources, these are the materials that nature has provided to us and are not unlimited. For example, land, water, coal, minerals, oil, and of course energy are all exhaustible. Let's take a simple example of water. Finding water is a daily challenge for everyone. I was reading an article the other day in the Financial Express of 23rd September. It was very shocking to know this update that in today's fast developing digital age, more than 50% of population has no access to safe drinking water. And about 2 lakh people die every year for the lack of access to safe water. And about 82% of rural households are without piped water supply. So there is unavailability of water for irrigation, leading to poor production and agricultural crisis. What I am trying to explain is that there is scarcity of water, shortage in power supply, and same applies to all other natural resources. One must be aware of the fact that the resources are posing a threat to the society simply because the extraction of resources is much more than the regeneration of resources. Hence, wastage from its usage exceeds the absorptive capacity and balance gets disturbed. This results in environmental crisis. The cost of environmental damage is visible in the form of air and water pollution, deforestation, land degradation, soil erosion, and so on. The list is very long. With this background, one can then think and develop a project on any of the natural resources. It can be water scarcity and its impact. It can be energy scarcity and its impact. It can be air pollution, water pollution, deforestation, land degradation, any aspect. And you can go beyond the concept to discuss its impact. It would be a wonderful project. I'm sure by now you must have understood the relevance of resources in our daily life. As an individual, you must be using some resources. So I want you to make a list of resources that you use and specify how do you utilize these resources. Also specify the multiple uses of the resources. Find out whether these are scarce or are available in abundance. It's a simple task given to you. Now it's time to assess yourself. 2 statements have been given to you. you need to identify which of the two statements is true. India is facing a severe shortage of coal because of statement 1. India depends on the import of coal and increased international prices resulted in less supply of coal. Statement 2. The government has placed restrictions on scaling up of production, due to which many coal producing units are shut. Please check your answer. The correct answer is option A. That is, India depends on the import of coal and increased international coal prices have resulted in less supply. Food for thought for all of you. India produces coal, yet it depends on its import. You need to find out the reason for which India needs to import coal and from which countries does it import. So you can also develop a project on coal production, coal import, its demand, its usage, government policy, and so many other such related aspects. With this, the session comes to an end, and in the next session, we shall focus on human resources. Till then, keep reading and keep learning.